Number 21, Anthony.
After this final game of the regular season, for some, a chance at postseason glory. For others, maybe like you, Grant, working on their golf game.
Exactly, and I know you're always working on your swing too, B.A. But personally, I can't wait for the postseason. Nothing like the excitement of playoff basketball.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Toronto Raptors. DeMar DeRozan is out there with Emmanuel Quickley. Then there's Precious Achiuwa. Then it's Justice Winslow. And it's Bosch in at the 4. Drills it from deep.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Sohan. Pass to Booker. Lets the 3 fly. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
How about the competitor answering? Mr. Booker put it back with a 3-point answer.
And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the Heat. This game against Toronto here, it's their first look at the Raptors.
They won the season series last year, and on paper, it looks like they should do it again.
Here's Edwards, plenty of space. Achiuwa with the rebound.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Something this Raptors team does very well is move the ball doors.
Yeah, B.A., this is an unselfish group of guys. They like moving the basketball, getting everybody involved. Amazing when a team has everybody touch it, how good it feels.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Back to Quickley. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Booker, good.
Quality decision-making off that pick and roll. Booker just taking what the defense gives him.
Now here's Quickley. Defense right on him. DeRozan for 3. Sohan with a rebound.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Now here's Edwards. Winslow defending. Outside Booker. Takes the 3. Rebounded by Winslow.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Pass to Bosch. The 3 is up. Hits a 3-pointer. Bosch has got 6 points.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Booker, good.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Simone Fontecchio, a name some may struggle with, but as well as he's played, get to know it. Actually, his teammates nicknamed him Tech. He said, when I first got to the NBA, they started calling me that, and I was like, guys, I don't like it. No one's ever called me that. But then it stuck to me. Now I like it. Brian?
Yeah, now you have to like it. All right, great story, Allie. Now here's DeRozan. No points so far. Down to 5 on the shot clock. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Excellent possession by this basketball team. Set DeMar for an easy opportunity inside.
Black passes to Sohan. Here's Booker. Offensive rebound. Sohan outside. Second shot opportunity, and the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line.
Yeah, just an offensive machine. Booker generates points consistently, night in and night out.
Good on both.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work, and it pays dividends.
And it's Lowry with the ball for Toronto. Trailing by 2. They couldn't put the pieces together last time out, losing to the Clippers.
That's a game they know they probably could have won. And had a few more things gone their way, they would have.
You know what? The stats certainly looked good. But the fact of the matter is they couldn't deliver in the clutch moments. And that's something you've got to figure out moving forward.
Edwards looking it over. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Well, since returning from the All-Star break, here's a look at the league's top three-point shooters. These guys have been on a tear from deep. In the third spot, Devin Booker.
He's been a man on a mission since the All-Star break, especially with how he's shooting the 3-ball right now.
Fields checked in for Miami. Now here's Quickly, averaging around 5 points a game.
Oh, wow! Incredible! This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. With only one game left, let's take a look at what the final standings could look like out east. You take a look at the Raptors. They're hoping to make some moves from the number 5 spot before the start of the playoffs. And, of course, there's the Heat. They're a ways down in the standings.
I think for the Heat, they have had a truly awful start to the year. They need to course correct now before the whole season just slips away.
And there was such high hopes for them in the preseason. It's hard to believe how quickly these losses are piling up.
Offensive rebound. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Now Pascal Siakam looking aggressive and determined, which forces the defender to commit the foul.
Devin Booker, he's checked in for Miami. And Toronto also making a switch. Kyle Lowry's checked in for DeRozan. Now here's Hill. Outside Booker, pass to Nash. Miller, a screen on Lowry. Here's the 3. And Miller good for 3.
You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
Here's Kite, guarded by Miller. And the basket by Kite. Kite's got his second basket.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Nash. Still no points. From 20 feet. Here's Miller. And he gets it to go.
Well, you have to be cognizant of where people are when a shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Heat. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We'll be right back after this word. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Heat.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
So on the floor for Toronto to kick off the second quarter. They've got Emmanuel Quickly. He's out there with Pascal Siakam. And it's Lowry in at point guard. Here's Shepherd. For 3, Booker. The rebound by Lowry. Toronto's gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Quickly finds Lowry. Here's Roy. Siakam with a screen on Hill. They double him with Booker. Quickly deciding where to go with it. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. The Heat shooting the ball at 46% from the floor. Pass to Shepherd. Outside Booker. To the middle. Here's Miller. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Grant.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time. Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Here's Nash. He's guarded by Lowry. Outside Booker. Pulls it. And again, no good by Miami.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
Here's an 8-footer. The putback. It's good on the putback.
You gotta love how he stuck with the play. Nice work.
Miami trailing. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Pass to Shepherd. Outside Hield. There's a screen. There's the three. Pure from three-point range. Hield's got his first 3 points of the game.
If you look at the active three-point percentage list, Mr. Buddy Hield is near the top. This guy is the very definition of sharpshooter.
Now here's Lowry. Stolen by Miller. Booker surveying the D. Pass to Miller. Deflects the pass. And that's out of bounds. Miami will keep it. And a quick look at how things have been since the All-Star break. Checking out the three-point shot ratio for the Heat.
And they're right in the middle of the league. They have a nice mix of 3 balls and attempts closer to the rim. Very balanced offensively. Good stuff.
Chandler, he's checked in for Miami. Black comes in for Hield. DeRozan is checked in for Toronto. Now here's Booker. 10 points for him. And it's all from three-point range.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
Pass to Roy. The three. The rebound by Chandler. The Heat with the lead. Here's Nash. Outside Booker. To the inside. Chandler. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Chandler's got his first basket.
Now, this is what you love about Tyson Chandler. Releases out of the pick and roll with big-time purpose.
Outside Winslow. Down low. Here's Roy. Tries again. Got a hand on it. And he's able to get it back. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And with a break in the action, here's a look at the shooting guards who have been putting on a passing clinic and chalking up the assists this year. Emmanuel Quickly, he's second.
With the traditional roles in the backcourt becoming blurred, the versatility of this group of shooting guards, it's a huge advantage.
Yeah, it almost seems like they're more like hybrid guards. They can create opportunities for their teammates or handle the scoring duties themselves. Either way, they're valuable to have around. Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Pass to Lowry. 1:52 left in the second quarter. To end the drought. Good. He hits the jumper. Lowry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, you see Kyle Lowry, not only a capable passer, but he on the catch is a willing scorer, always ready to shoot it.
And yep, it's good.
Well, the defense wants to keep the ball out of that area. Why? Because if it gets in there, most players are going to finish.
Lowry surveys the D. Plenty of space. The rebound by Chandler. Chandler's got 4 rebounds in the game. Sohan, the pass to Black. Outside Edwards. Here's Black. Here's Nash. Yet to see a basket. 5 to shoot. Pass to Sohan. Here's Black. Rebound Toronto. Outside Winslow. Lowry, the pass to Winslow. There's 38 seconds left in the first half. Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now. Here's Black. Pass to Nash. Edwards with it. They set the screen. Inside. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Lowry outside. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, never afraid of a level of physicality. Don't let the small frame of Kyle Lowry fool you. This guy willing to absorb contact.
Both free throws good from Lowry. Here's Nash. Up and over Lowry. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Heat out in front. They lead by 2. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shot. Let's hear it for our contestant.
Good to have you with us. With the season in its latter portion, let's look at the Eastern Conference playoff race. You know, I love sitting up here and doing this show with you guys. I learn something new every day.
Man, you know what? It is pretty unreal they pay us to do this. Did I say that out loud?
Wait, you guys get paid?
Well, yeah, we wouldn't sit here and deal with you for free.
You gotta call my agent now.
Moving right along now to the Miami Heat, they find themselves in a close contest at the half.
The energy in their hometown is electric, man. You can tell these players are loving the positive attitudes and feeding off them. I expect them to sustain this enthusiasm.
Yeah, I mean, these fans just love this team. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Nice game. Great performance by Devin Booker.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And here's Quickly. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. 2-point game. Anthony Edwards out there with Jeremy Sohan. Then there's Devin Booker, and it's Chandler in at the 5. That's the group in the game for the Heat. The game now all tied up. Bosch has got 8 points.
Justice Winslow.
Miami has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Chandler the pass to Edwards. Pass to Black. Shot clock at 5. Over Quickly. Shot's good by Black. Black's gotten his first points in this one. Toronto has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Quickly passes to Bosch. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. And for Miami, they're shooting the rock well at 46%. Here's Sohan. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Booker's got 3 assists in the game.
How about the vision from Devin Booker? Yes, he can score it, but that's a pretty pass.
Quickly passes to Bosch. The 3. Fires in the triple. Bosch has got 5 points now this quarter.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
Now here's Edwards. He's averaging more than 12 a game. Consistent threat on offense. Here's Bosch. Sohan covering. Outside Winslow. Pass to Bosch for the lead. 5 on the clock. Unable to get that one. Miami has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Sohan, the pass to Black. Outside Booker. Winslow with the defensive effort.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Here's Black. Toronto making their last shot. Booker for 3. Oh! Booker with the triple.
Devin Booker will flat put it to you on the three-point line. Don't give him any open shots.
And here's quickly. Outside Winslow. Pass to Bosch. The 3-ball. Edwards pulls it in.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Sohan outside. Outside Booker. Jacks up a 3. They grab their own miss. Sohan outside.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's Black. Pass to Booker. 4 on the clock. Ooh, some contact there. No issue for Booker, though.
Well, a guard has got to come with physical intensity on the interior, and Devin Booker does just that.
DeRozan outside. Here's Bosch. Shoots over Booker. Bosch, no good.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Throws it up high. And so the ball out of bounds. DeRozan touched it last. Here's the 2K leaderboard showing us the teams with the best free throw percentage. Miami, number 1.
This squad will punish you every time you let them get to the line. It's something they've worked on as a team, and now they're reaping the rewards.
Miller's checked in for Miami. Shepard comes in for Booker. Here's Nash. 5-point lead, biggest of the game. Time called here. The Heat decide to talk it over. We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter. Miller a screen on quickly. Here's Nash. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Here's DeRozan. And no good. The dry spell continues. Here's Shepard, defended by DeRozan. Pass to Black. And here's Edwards outside. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Get it off before the defense can respond. DeMar in the catch-and-shoot game.
Heat leading by 5. Black passes to Nash. There's 49 seconds left to play in the third. Miller deflected. Now here's quickly. DeRozan outside. Fires the 3. To the right side. 6 on the shot clock. From behind the arc. DeRozan can't get that one to fall.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
Quickly, outside. Pass to Bosch. On the wing, DeRozan. And that's not going to go. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Heat out in front, leading by 5. And we'll be back with you shortly. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
We've reached the 4th quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. On the court for Toronto to start the 4th. Justice Winslow out there with DeMar DeRozan. Then it's Kyle Lowry, and it's Kite in at the 5, roaming the paint. Lowry outside. To the paint. Here's Winslow. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Winslow's gotten his first bucket of the night.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Now, Booker welcomes this offensive responsibility. Very capable of carrying the load.
It's Winslow on the wing. Back to Lowry. There's a screen. The rebound by Shepherd. Miami leading by 6. Here's Booker. In deep. Booker gets it to go.
You can see it. He's taking better shots, and the results are coming because of it.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
For 3, Lowry sends it home from three-point land.
Not a shoot-first point guard, but make no mistake, Lowry can shoot from range consistently when given the opportunity.
Timeout called. Heat. Miami making a switch here. Black's checked in. Achua's checked in for Toronto. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey guys, well the Heat coach had some advice for his team over the last break. He was pumping them up, saying those guys had no idea what they were in for tonight. We've come this far, don't let up now. And guys, he's going to be stoking the fire until the win is in the books.
And Allie, thanks. Here's Nash. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. Here's Black. Off the mark there with a 3. Raptors trail by 5. Here's Roy. Winslow up top. Pass to Lowry. Shoots. Lowry with another miss.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
Here's Nash. He's guarded by Lowry. Here's Shepherd. Outside Booker. Can he keep it going? That one's good. Nothing but net. Booker's got 22 points.
They set him up. Booker's going to knock it down. Great execution there.
Outside Winslow. And he lobs it up to the rim.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
And you got to have some hang time to pull that off. Miami leading by 5. Pass to Nash. Miller, a screen on Lowry. Here's Nash. He's guarded by Lowry. Left side Booker. Over DeRozan. Tries to keep it alive. And they get it back. Booker can't get it to go.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Heat?
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
I think it's also important we mention the number of assists this group has tallied. Their offense continues to just hum along right now.
The shot by Sohan, no good. Toronto trailing. Here's quickly. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. And it's tied up with that one.
Well, consistency is so critical, especially in clutch moments. This guy has got that gene.
Outside Edwards. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Precious Achiuwa picks one up.
Hard work pays off right there. Anthony Edwards finds himself in the paint and draws contact.
And both free throws good for Edwards. Now quickly. DeRozan outside. Back to quickly. Pass to Winslow. And he jams it home with authority.
And a solid pick to free him up for the dunk.
Boy, the timing there couldn't be any better.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth. Edwards, a pass to Black. Back to Edwards. Pass to Black. Picked up by Sohan. 6 to shoot. Rebound Toronto. DeRozan deciding where to go with it. Quickly. Got a piece of it.
A tremendous instincts and great position. Chandler scoping that one the entire way.
Edwards can't hit.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Here's Bosch. Back to quickly. To take the lead. No luck on that one. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Edwards. The rebound by Bosch. Ball stolen. Booker with it. Picked up by DeRozan. Sohan up top. Now here's Edwards. He's covered closely. And they call an illegal screen here.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Quickly outside. Pass to Bosch to take the lead. And they'll get another chance. Oh, had a chance to win it right there. Couldn't get it to fall. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this game. Here we go. Quickly with the ball. They've got DeMar DeRozan. He's out there with Emmanuel Quickly. Justice Winslow out there with Precious Achiuwa. And it's Bosch in at the 4. Now here's Winslow. Three-pointer. And Bosch gets it to go. And the Raptors lead by 3.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Black passes to Sohan. Booker for three. The answer, Devin Booker.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
To the wing, right side. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Second personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Toronto.
Heat trail by 3. Outside Booker. And what action in this one. We're about a minute into overtime. Tries to break his ice. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Well, the handles of DeMar DeRozan taking center stage there. How about the ball skills? Taking advantage of those and converting.
Now here's Edwards. Outside Booker. Launches a three. And again, it's Miami from deep.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Here's Bosch. Achua inside. He's against Sohan. Achua can't hit. Miami's gone 2 for 2 from distance since overtime began. And here's Edwards. Oh, Edwards packs it home.
Anthony Edwards relishes big-time moments, and he delivers right there.
Quickly outside. Here's Bosch. Sohan covering. Bosch no good. The Heat have got their first 3 shots to drop in overtime. And he buries it.
And the stakes were high right there. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
The open shot, DeRozan. It falls! A huge shot to tie it up.
And this is why they want the ball in DeRozan's hand. This guy is stone cold under pressure.
Booker, the pass to Sohan. Here comes Toronto on the push. Yes!
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Now here's Edwards. Winslow defending. Now here's Edwards. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Let's remember, Anthony Edwards is 6'5" with a 6'9" wingspan. Those long arms, very difficult to deal with defensively. Draws the contact there.
Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. And he ends up making the second, and that narrows the gap to 1. And they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambled.
First free throw is good, and that'll put him up 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Well, those are essential free throws to make a 3-point lead. It's going to take something from long range now to tie this game.
Here's Edwards. Miami, no good that time either. And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Put a bow on this one. His composure at the line effectively ends it.
Outside Edwards. And so Toronto takes the win. It was touch and go there for a while, but in overtime, they caught a second win.
They really did, and it was wild. Everything it took just to get to the extra period, and then their surge at the end. Whew.
That's it, folks. The NBA regular season is in the books. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our...
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave?
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA. It's the final game of the regular season, Greg. It's time to look ahead for most teams.
And for some, that's looking towards the playoffs, right? Others, it's looking to the offseason, but don't look too far down the road just yet. We've got a game to play.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. We've got Davis. Daniels out there with Thompson. Then there's Isaiah Hartenstein. And it's Harris in at the 3. Now Irving. Pass to McCollum. Down low. And Derek Favors with the slam.
Slamming it home. Part of why Favors shoots it so well from the field, sometimes he just spikes it instead of shooting.
Now here's Thompson. And here is Harris. Davis setting the pick for Harris. A three-pointer off the mark. And it's Irving with the ball for the Rockets. And here's McCollum for 3. And Davis pulls it down.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Hartenstein with the screen on Irving. To the middle. Here's Davis. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels.
Can't wait to see how Davis performs in his career. He's got a unique blend of skills.
Now, here is Irving. Defense right on him. Favors sets the pick for McCollum. Nailed from three-point land.
Yeah, McCollum is a real danger at the arc. He's an efficient long-range bomber.
Hartenstein with the screen on Irving. Daniels passes to Hartenstein. And Bull sends it back. McCollum outside. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Irving misses. Orlando, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And Thompson kicks to Daniels. Pass to Hartenstein. Harris against Dang. Davis setting the pick for Harris. 5 on the clock. Thompson outside. Over McCollum. Thompson misses.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
Adebayo is checked in for Derek Favors. And the Magic making a change here as well. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Asar Thompson. Davis sets a screen. Here's Daniels. And Adebayo sends it back.
And got to be careful shooting around Adebayo. An athletic big man who gets up as fast as anybody to block shots.
Now, here is Irving. Last game, 26 points. Moll, a screen on Mitchell. And here's McCollum for 3. And another 3 for Houston.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Mitchell outside. Harris looking it over. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
He was not going to settle on that play. Harris works his way inside and does a good job of drawing the foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And the first one drops.
A swing man that scores on all 3 levels. Harris is about as consistent as it gets.
And Harris drops them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Outside Irving. McCollum against Mitchell. And yes, it's good. McCollum's got 11.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Now, here's Mitchell. Scoreless thus far. Davis with a screen on Irving. Driving to the basket. And Adebayo sends it back.
Oh, you can tell what an intelligent player Davis is. Add that to his physical makeup, and it's easy to see why his potential is enormous.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Davis taking 2 shots.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis.
I'm not sure we've seen someone like AD before. Super long, skilled, athletic. He's just a unique talent.
Houston making a switch here. Green's checked in. And a change for the Magic. Middleton's checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Now, here is Irving. He's covered by Daniels. A 3 from McCollum. Rebound by the Magic. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Yeah, if you allow a team to shoot such a high percentage in their own building, you're going to have a big hill to climb.
Now Daniels following the three-point attempt by C.J. McCollum. Mitchell's shot is good.
Whether he's initiating the offense or playing off the ball, Mitchell is equally effective.
Now, here is Irving. He's tightly guarded. Moll setting the pick for Green. Great D that time from Middleton.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Mitchell outside. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got 3 assists in the game. And so Green will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Orlando.
Yeah, and they're hoping for a better showing against this club this season. Last year they came out on the losing end.
Daniels with it, covered by Irving. Daniels with it. He has yet to score. Mitchell finds Davis. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. McCollum against Davis. Now here's McCollum, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Davis. The Rockets shooting their first free throws of the evening.
At the line for Houston, C.J. McCollum, taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, McCollum. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. C.J. McCollum, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Houston. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Rockets.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And another thing, Coach will be thrilled with the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot, can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
And so in the game for the Magic, Chris Middleton is out there with Mitchell. Then there's Harris. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Kessler in at the 5 spot.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Here's Young. That shot misses. Good D by Mitchell. Orlando trailing here. Middleton the pass to Mitchell. Back to Middleton. 3-pointer. Trae Young grabs the miss. Floats it up for Monk. Stolen by Mitchell. 3-on-3. Finney-Smith passes to Mitchell. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Houston's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Dang kicks to Young. Outside Dang. Green with a screen for Dang. Jeff Green on the wing. Young for 3. The Rockets again can't hit. For Orlando, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Mitchell wide open. The Magic again can't hit. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here in the second. Middleton against Monk. Young sets a screen for Monk. Fires from 18. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Monk's got his first basket of the night.
And Monk is a good shooter from the mid-range. He's only going to get better the more he looks to shoot from there.
Shot from the top of the key. That one good for 2. Mitchell's got 7 points in the game.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Houston making some changes. Favors comes in for Jeff Green. And McCollum subbed in for Monk. Anthony Davis is checked in for Orlando. Asar Thompson comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Favors passes to Young. Shot clock at 6. To the inside. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Harris. And it's all evened up.
And that's the physicality he has, muscling through contact. Harris uses all of the tools to get his points.
McCollum outside. Favors with a screen on Mitchell. And here's McCollum for 3. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Thompson passes to Mitchell. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Houston leading by 3. Dang for 3. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Harris finds Mitchell. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Back to Harris. Pass to Mitchell. The Magic need to get a shot off here. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Mitchell. Harris has got the game tied up here for the Magic. And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
So for the Rockets, Lewis checked in for Adebayo. Mayo comes in for Luol Deng. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Young. Orlando also making some changes. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Harris. And Dyson Daniels subbed in for Chris Middleton. Got him with the pump fake. Savvy move right there. Irving's got his first points of the game.
And this is Irving's role. A natural scorer who understands when that mid-range J opens up, he's got to fire.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got 4 assists now tonight. Now, here is Irving. He's covered by Daniels. McCollum against Mitchell. Here's Irving. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Now, here's Mitchell. Goes up from the top of the key. Count it, good. And now it's a 3-point Magic lead.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Irving kicks to McCollum. Stolen by Mitchell. Makes it off the glass. Mitchell's got 11.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
McCollum outside for Mitchell. Here's Favors. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And with deceptive speed and a lengthy wingspan, defenders can sometimes just get stuck fouling Favors.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots. And that one falls for Favors.
And one thing Favors always brings to the table is the threat of a double-double. Night in and night out, he makes an impact with his play inside.
Moll, he's checked in for Houston. Dang comes in for O.J. Mayo. Hartenstein's checked in for Orlando. Harris comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And so Favors nails both of them. Orlando leading by 3. 30 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Davis sets a screen. Here's Harris. And the rejection by Favors.
Oh, great defense from Favors. Has that sense for when to go for the block.
Thompson against McCollum. Inside. It's tipped. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Magic lead by 3. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Chris Middleton. Chris, a big effort from you guys in the first half. How do you keep that momentum going?
Come out with energy, just try to keep pushing the ball and get stops.
We know that's Coach's emphasis, Chris. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Hello, everybody. We'll break down the action shortly, but first, a glance at how the Eastern Conference standings are stacking up as the season winds down.
Taking a look here now at the Magic. They've clearly taken a step back as a franchise. You hate to see that. Something isn't right with this team. I don't know if it's personnel, the coaching. You're going to have to make some changes in the offseason.
Total team effort. Instead of 5 starters, it's like they've got 7 or 8 guys getting it done. That's how good the reserves have been tonight, guys.
Lots of interchangeable parts. They can throw different lineups at you. Keeps you guessing. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. C.J. McCollum has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Rockets trail by 3. Favors is out there with Moll. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Dang in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Daniels with it. He's covered by Irving. And the foul on Dyson Daniels. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And here's McCollum. Outside Irving. Outside Dang. No one near him. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
They grab their own miss. Here's Davis. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Davis has got his second basket of the night.
Instincts are off the charts for Davis already this early in his career.
McCollum against Thompson. Back to Irving for the tie. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 4 assists now tonight.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Now, here's Thompson. Pass to Daniel. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so it's Dang bringing it up for Houston. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. And the basket by McCollum.
McCollum has a nice feel for catch-and-shoot jumpers. That's a shot they want to create for him as much as possible.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. And now the 2K leaderboard. If you want to talk defense and talk block shots, just have a look at these teams, what they've done the last month.
They have been racking up the blocks lately. I mean, if they keep this up, they're going to be a very difficult matchup for anybody.
Now Daniels, still yet to score. Harris outside. Davis setting the pick for Harris. Just 5 to shoot. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good.
And they have been cold coming out of the break. Only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
To the paint. And there's Dang. That's good on the assist by Irving. Irving's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
Daniels with it, covered by Irving. Down low. Here's Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Now, here is Irving. He's covered by Daniels. And he's good on the 3-ball. Dang's got 5 points in the quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Orlando trails by 5. And now we're 3 minutes into the 3rd quarter of play. Hartenstein with the screen on McCollum. Thompson misses. On offense, here are the Rockets. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Here the three-point line. It's McCollum. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
And he's capable of turning it up on offense. When McCollum catches fire, this is a guy that can get uber aggressive.
Now, here's Thompson. And Harris wide open. He shoots. That's in. Coming off the assist from Thompson. Harris has got 10.
Oh, just a beautiful textbook bounce pass. You love to see it.
Pass to McCollum. Favors with the screen on Thompson. McCollum passes to Favors. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Asar Thompson.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And from the line thus far, how about 83% on the season? Outstanding.
And that one falls for Favors. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Thompson. Both good from the line that time. Here is Daniels. Still scoreless. Harris outside.
2 minutes remaining on the 3rd.
Davis setting the pick for Harris. Back to Daniels. 5 to shoot. Davis sets a screen. It's good. And the Rocket lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Daniels.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Now, here is Irving. He has 5. And here's McCollum for 3. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 5th assist in this one. And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Houston making a switch here. Adebayo's checked in. Let's take a second now to view the top pickpockets in the NBA. Luol Deng 4th.
And he's been a rock for them defensively. Just so many steals for him this year, and so many of them have been in key moments for his team.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for Orlando. They set the pick. Harris outside. Pass to Davis. And good that time. 8 points for Davis.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Outside Deng. Here's McCollum. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
And he's doing it all himself, shouldering the offensive load in effortless fashion right now.
On the wing, Mitchell. He's guarded by McCollum, and that one's good. Daniels.
Sharing the love. If you get yourself this open, Mitchell will set you up.
Now, here is Irving. He's covered by Daniels. McCollum, no good. Orlando trails by 4. 24 seconds left to play in the third. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. Jeff Green is checked in for the Rockets. The Magic also changing it up. Walker Kessler comes in for Isaiah Hartenstein. And Middleton subbed in for Davis. Deng against Middleton. For the 3. The rebound by Jeff Green. McCollum outside. Pass to Adebayo. And no good on the last second attempt this time. C.J. McCollum, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Rockets. He's at the quarter-century mark. 25 points for him in this game, as they have looked to him over and over to make things happen. And we'll be right back after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court for Orlando, Walker Kessler is out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's Mitchell. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Thompson in at the small forward. Kessler wide open. He fires. And it's off from three-point range. Young against Thompson. Green with a screen on Thompson. Pass to McCollum. A three-pointer, no good. Orlando trails by 4. Inside, Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
That's exactly what you want to see from AD, using that length and that athleticism to cause problems.
Young against Mitchell. And Young kicks to McCollum. Favors sets the pick for McCollum. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Favors over Davis. Here's Adebayo. Out to Favors. Now here's McCollum. Adebayo with a screen on Middleton. Here's McCollum. And finally they hit one. McCollum's got 11 in the second half.
And with that great handle and high basketball IQ, McCollum remains a lethal pick and roll option.
Middleton outside. Davis setting the pick for Middleton to the middle. It's good. And the Rocket lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Anthony Davis.
And this team knows how dangerous a scorer Davis can be, which is why they look to feed him often.
Timeout called. Rockets. Houston making some changes. Moll, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. And Monk's subbed in for Jeff Green. Hartenstein's checked in for Orlando. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What you got for us, DA?
Hey, guys. Well, the Rockets coach had some words for his team during the timeout. Coach was really hyping up his guys. He told them, this is what it's all about, fellas. You're in this spot for a reason. Go out and take this win. See if they can follow those instructions, guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Young outside. Back to McCollum. Monk outside. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. And the Rockets lead by 4.
Anytime Monk gets room to shoot, especially inside, he's such a crafty guard who you want to see pulling the trigger from inside.
Davis setting the pick for Middleton. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Middleton's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Monk against Middleton. McCollum outside. Three-pointer. Orlando grabs the miss. Hartenstein's got his 4th rebound in this one. Thompson against Young. Thompson passes to Mitchell. Davis with a screen on McCollum to the inside. Mitchell finds Davis to take the lead. And Ball sends it back.
And it's not just Moll's size that makes him such an excellent shot blocker. He's got great instincts as well. Not many guys come out of games with more blocks than points, but that's typically the stat line for Manu.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. Luol Deng is checked in for the Rockets. Irving comes in for Young. The Magic also changing it up. Tobias Harris is checked in for Chris Middleton. And Daniels subbed in for Mitchell. And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
In a tight game, he is exactly who you wanted at the line.
For Houston, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the 4th quarter for them. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And, guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
outside Dang. Irving looking for an opening. Lock at 6. Off target from outside. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Magic. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Daniels with it. Now Moll defending. Thompson from long range. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got 6 assists now in the game. Rockets trail by 4. 1:46 left to play here in the fourth. A nice shot by Irving.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
Daniels with it. Pass to Davis. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
Oh no, that was a huge turnover. That cannot happen at this point in the game.
.132 left in the game. For Houston, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Thompson against McCollum. Deflects the pass. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. The Rockets pull it in. Dang finds McCollum. Back to Dang. Oh my goodness, the slam! And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Back to Daniels. Hartenstein with the screen on Irving. Daniels from outside. Rebounded by McCollum. And the Rockets with possession here. It's a 1-point game. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Oh, good with the triple.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. So I'm looking at the clock, and guys, the situation. What do you think we're going to see next?
You know, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
If they've got a surefire quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
He sinks the clutch free throw. And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead.
And this is how you execute. Creating any type of separation is huge right now.
Timeout called. Rockets. Well, given the scenario here, how do you approach this next possession?
You know, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
If they've got a surefire quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it.
Favors with the screen. Right between the eyes.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And so it's a narrow victory for Houston, pulling it out for the double. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you often The Knicks, ready to enjoy that one-of-a-kind New York home court. Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to a battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
Here are the 5 for Philadelphia. Dwight Howard out there with Paolo Banchero. Then there's LaMelo Ball. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Branham in at the small forward position. And the shot is good by Westbrook.
This is Westbrook just being an ultra competitor. He gets in there and the defense has nothing to do.
Smith outside. Inside. Here's Arenas. Out of bounds. It'll be Sixers ball.
Sixers ball.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. They put up a nice win against Sacramento last time out.
Yeah, they wanted to win the physical battle in that game, and they did. Their rebounding numbers really paint the picture.
Well, the last time it was about feeding off of the glass and getting rebounds to ignite the offense, and that came up big for them. Great opportunities to get out and run.
Basket counts.
Nice touch from the interior. Smith Jr. knows how to capitalize from this area.
Well, Grant, one thing about this Knicks team, they have a clear identity.
Yeah, they have the mentality of their city, New York City, playing the game with passion and in-your-face attitude. And, of course, these Knicks leave it all out on the floor.
Here's Arenas. You know, his stats have been solid, averaging around 18.5 points a game. Connects from downtown. Smith's got 5 now.
Oh, you talk about guys close to 7 feet, and Smith is one of the best from deep.
Ball passes to Branham. To the inside, Westbrook. Sharp grabs the miss. For New York, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Pass to Smith. From outside the arc. Howard grabs the miss. The 76ers have gone 1 of 4 to begin. Oh, hey! How about that?
That's impressive. Yeah, the lift Banchero gets is unreal. Almost like he glides it in for the slam.
Outside Murray. Outside Sharp. Pass to Smith. Back to Sharp. Clock at 6. Now Murray. 11 points for him last game against Denver.
The other part of his game was the outstanding D. Shot blocking is a huge momentum shifter, and his 2 blocks really turned the game in their team's favor.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. The Knicks making a switch here. Mathurin's checked in. Allen, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play. Banchero the screen. For 3, Westbrook. Here's Howard. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass.
I like how hard he's working on the glass. A strong big man who is excellent at coming up with second chance opportunities.
Smith outside. And it's good. 2 points. Smith's got his 3rd basket on the night right there. And so it's Westbrook who will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. 4-point game. Oh, there's the alley.
Nice job by Russell just not forcing anything on that play.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Mathurin, a screen on Ball. Pass to Arenas. Down low. Holiday's no good.
That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Now here's Westbrook. He's coming off a 10-point game against Sacramento. Just 5 to shoot. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Jabari Smith.
This is where you watch Russell and how aggressive he plays. Such a physical guard.
These are his first free throws of the game. And he makes a first. Well, we're coming right down to the last bit of the season, Grant. What's the messaging like from coaches right now?
Well, B.A., for teams that are in the mix, coaches are asking you to keep doing what you've been doing. But a lot of that extra motivation comes from your teammates and in the locker room.
And the Knicks making a change here. Fultz is checked in.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Smith outside. Let's go with a three. Drains the triple. Smith's got 10 points in the game.
What a quarter right here, establishing some confidence. 4 of 5 shooting the ball.
Westbrook with it. Now Sharp defending. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And let's take a look at the point guards who have been on fire from deep over the past month. Number 5 is LaMelo Ball.
And over the years, we have really seen the point guard position evolve. Give these guys a whole bunch of credit. I mean, what a great group of long-range shooters.
Well, let's put the three-point percentage in a box for a second. It's the range that those guys have that really blows me away. I mean, just about anything inside of half court is doable for them. Those are some long-distance marksmen.
And the first one at the line is good.
And for Westbrook, you talk about playing with a controlled intensity. And when he does that, he's unstoppable.
And so Westbrook nails both of them. 1:41 left in the opening quarter. Westbrook against Fultz. Now here's Sharp. He's guarded closely. That one drops for him.
Going to work inside. Sharp using that touch and nimbleness to get it done.
Ball against Sharp. Ball passes to Westbrook. Off target from outside.
Now, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
And Brent, 2 of the best athletes in the league are brothers, Asar and Amen Thompson.
These guys are absolutely off the charts in terms of their elite ability to get up off the floor. And Asar came in a little less heralded than his brother, but he might have a slight advantage in a very important category, and that's shooting the ball. And Westbrook providing some emotional spark with that jam.
Westbrook against Fultz. Smith outside. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. Smith's got 12.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out. Give him some space. Let him get to work.
Westbrook outside. 26 seconds left in the first.
Well, you give Russell Westbrook any kind of runway like that, and he can explode. What a terror on the inside.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
At the line, 2 shots.
And that one falls for Westbrook. And Philadelphia making a change here. And so Westbrook nails both of them. New York has gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. Here's Arenas. Pass to Ellis. To the left wing. Here's Arenas, pounded by Westbrook. Ellis passes to Matherin. Here's Arenas. No good on the triple. Jabari Smith has been leading the charge for New York. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. Close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for New York.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
We've got Markelle Fultz. Benedict Matherin is out there with DeAndre Ayton, and it's Ellis in at the power forward position. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Shot's good by Matherin.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Now here's Westbrook. And Arenas pulls it down. Fultz passes to Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Here's Korver. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. To the middle. Here's Lively. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist.
Well, you're going to play Westbrook on that pick and roll to shoot it. He's underrated in being a distributor.
Out to the wing. Pass to Ellis. Now Fultz. Here's Arenas. Pounded by Westbrook. There's Fultz with a three. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that. Oh, man.
Oh, my
He
goodness.
had the runway,
indeed.
And he let it rip.
Nice.
I mean, it is really like he's jumping off of a trampoline out there. Westbrook can do anything he wants when he gets up like that.
Here's Arenas. 9 points for him in his last game. Ayton with it. Outside Fultz. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
76ers trail by 3. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. For the Knicks, Murray's checked in for Ellis, and it's Sharp in for Fultz.
Substitution on the court.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Westbrook. Beyond the arc. He buries it from 3. Westbrook's got 5 points in the quarter.
And it's big whenever Russ connects from deep. Needs to keep working on developing this shot.
Sharp against Allen. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The 76ers have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Murray against Banchero. Banchero with a screen on Sharp. Shot clock at 6. It's Banchero just showing off now.
Wow, Banchero using his size to find a path to the rim.
Outside Matherin. To the inside. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
I'd like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Sharp with it, picked up by Allen. Ooh, it's stolen away. Here's Banchero. Pass to Branham. It's deflected.
That's where Murray's length comes into play. Tremendous advantage.
And he lobs it up. Oh, got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Knicks ball as New York keeps possession.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
And timeout is called by Michael Malone. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Graham. Is the league too offensive at the moment, do you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend, and now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Outside Mathurin. Smith with a screen on Allen. Here's Mathurin. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
New York shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Mathurin. The 76ers have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Ball passes to Korver. Pass to Branham. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
From undrafted to a key rotational player, Lou Dort's story is definitely inspirational, Brent.
This guy has worked so hard to make himself into an NBA player. But I will tell you this, B.A., he's never not believed that he wasn't one. And Lou Dort continues to make improvements, and the guys on the team love the way he approaches it.
Now here's Allen. No made baskets yet. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And quickly, the 2K leaderboard, showing the teams blocking the most shots over the last month. New York, #1.
These guys have been so impressive down low on the defensive end. Denying shots left and right over the past month.
New York leading by 3. A minute 20 left to play in the first half of basketball. Smith outside. Outside Sharp. Here's Arenas. Just 5 on the clock. Murray for 3. Murray connects from outside.
Murray has size and versatility and can shoot it. The kind of guys who are in demand.
Here's Korver, guarded by Sharp. Intercepted. And they're on the run. Rebound by the 76ers. Banchero's got his 4th rebound in this one. 35 seconds left in the second. Ball no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
New York has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. 76ers trail by 6. Banchero outside. The shot from the top of the key. He buries it. Banchero's got 6 points.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. New York out in front, up 4. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Welcome, everybody. Let's jump right in with a look at the players of the week. In the Western Conference, Carmelo Anthony.
Well-deserved award. You look at the numbers, he's doing a little bit of everything out there.
That's what you look for at the small forward position, an all-around impact on the game. And we return our attention to tonight's featured game as the Knicks had a closely contested first half.
Without the points they've gotten off the bench, this game wouldn't be as close as it is. Can you count on that in the second half? It's debatable, man.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who's in the game for them down the stretch. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You gotta like what Jabari Smith has done in this one.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
Knicks leading by 4. Second half underway. Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. They've got Russell Westbrook, Banchero out there with Dwight Howard. Then it's Moll, and it's Branham in at the 3, small forward.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Ball looks over the floor. Pass to Howard. 6 to shoot. Howard, the screen. And here's Banchero. 6 points for him. Not going to go that time. Arenas passes to Sharp. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
It's good. Give him 8 points now.
Good awareness from Banchero. Sees the steal and gets out in transition.
Here's Arenas, pounded by Westbrook. New York, no good that time either.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Pass to Banchero. Here's Branham. Banchero with a screen on Murray. Here's Branham. Gets the 3 ball to go. Branham's got his second bucket on the night.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Murray. He's got 6. Down low. Paladis uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Knicks lead by 1.
Yes, finally one drops after the 0 of 3 start.
Now here's Westbrook. Guarded closely. Pass to Ball. Howard, the screen. Fires the 3. Ball no good. New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Smith against Howard. Here's the pick. This one for 3. Smith no good. And so it's Banchero who brings it up for the 76ers. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Sharp against Ball. Over Sharp. Ball no good.
Great work by the defense. That's the intensity coaches want to see.
Here's Arenas, guarded by Howard. Here's Paladis. Oh, hits the outside fadeaway. Now it's a 3-point New York lead.
He didn't need to fade back. No one in his face, but he buried it anyway.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. You got to like what Jabari Smith has done in this one.
You got to be using this timeout to think about a personnel change or a game plan change to try to slow him down.
Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for New York. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Allen, he's checked in for Branham. Ball against Sharp. Here's Westbrook. The Sixers again can't hit.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Pass to Smith. Now here's Mathurin. Allen defending. Clock at 4. There's the triple. And it's Mathurin missing. 76ers trail by 3. To the paint. And it's Howard finishing it off.
I swear Dwight Howard plays with a watch on. His timing is tremendous on those alley-oops.
And here's Smith from deep. Sinks the tray. Smith's got 18.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Pass to Westbrook. The floater. And Arenas pulls it down.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
A minute 37 left in the third. Smith in the high post. He's against Howard. Offensive board. Another shot. Can't capitalize inside.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Sharp. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for New York. Fultz comes in for Sharp. The 76ers making a switch here. .121 left in the third. Here's Ball. Philadelphia with another miss.
Yeah, pretty safe to say that this is the kind of game that you just want to flush as soon as you get done with it.
Pass to Arenas. Right wing. Ayton inside. Pounded by Westbrook. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Yeah, what I appreciate about Ayton is that he wants to keep getting better. You have to be excited about his future.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Ayton hits them both. And 1:01 left in the third quarter. Westbrook taking his time here. Ball outside. The three is up. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist. Westbrook's got 4 assists in the game.
Fearless from beyond the arc. LaMelo has unlimited range and tremendous confidence.
Outside Fultz. Puts up a three. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Ooh, good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. The free throw drops for Fultz. Good on the second one. The last one's off. They'll settle for 2. 76ers trail by 5. Korver passes to Allen. Inside. Here's Westbrook. And that's up and in. 5 for 12 in this game.
They're really looking to that inside game here in the second half, getting away from taking a bunch of threes.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Gilbert Arenas at the line, 2 shots.
No good on that one.
And they've been so much more aggressive drawing the whistle here in the second half.
He hits the second from the line. 19 seconds left in the third quarter. Now here's Westbrook. 17 points in the game. From downtown. Doesn't go that time. And that'll do it for the third quarter. It's the Knicks up 4. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. They've got Benedict Mathurin. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Murray. Then there's Markelle Fultz, and it's Sharp in at the 2. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Pass to Murray. Outside Sharp. Now here's Ayton. Fades and shoots. Uses the glass that time. It's good. And the Knicks lead by 6.
You have to appreciate guys who can work the mid-range area. It's clearly how you keep defenses honest.
Oh, man, that is just easy for him out there. At his size, with that kind of touch, that is money.
Here's Branham. Count it.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
Now here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Allen against Sharp. Pass to Korver. And Carroll with a screen on Fultz. Here's Branham. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 4-3. Matherin with some nice D. New York leading by 6. Outside Fultz. Sharp, a screen on Allen. To the middle. Here's Ayton. They kick it out to Murray. There's Fultz with a 3. He drops it from range.
He drops yet another dive. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with his players. He isn't liking what he's seeing out there on the perimeter, saying to his guys, defensively, we're too lax, and they're getting any 3 they want. And offensively, the ball movement, it isn't crisp, which is why we're not getting many opportunities from outside. I want to see improvement on both ends.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Allen. Pass to Williams. Carroll the screen. Uses the glass on the layup.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
New York leading by 7. Outside Matherin. Here's Polynice. Second chance shot. He's off on the layup.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Here's Carroll. Boom! Carroll
throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. Pass to Fultz. They set the pick to the inside. Polynice. The shot is good. Fultz making the play. Fultz has got assist number 5 here tonight.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Now here's Williams. Carroll with a screen on Fultz. Down low. Oh, Carroll throws it down.
And when they need a bucket, Carroll wants to be the guy to get it. And he's got a nose for the big situations.
And timeout is called by Michael Malone. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. So both teams making some changes here. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the 4th. Pass to Sharp. Here's Arenas. Pounded by Westbrook. Clock at 6. And he's going for the high-flying Keegan Murray.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry. And so Carroll will bring it up for Philadelphia. They trail by 7. Here's Branham. Howard, the screen. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Colonies has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Banchero against Smith. Fires for 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. Here's the break. Stolen by Sharp. From the arc. And there's Smith. That one's good on the assist from Sharp. And it's a 10-point New York lead. Now here's Banchero. Defense is right there. Wide open. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Hard to stay with Dwight Howard in the screen and roll situations, and he's also adept at reading the slip situations.
We've got 1:28 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Oh, love to see Ball attack inside.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
No, this is about as high-octane a game as you're going to find.
To the paint. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Terrific placement on the bounce pass. Right where it needed to be.
.11 left in the fourth quarter. And Carroll left side. To the inside. It's blocked.
Oh, eager to make a defensive impact. Smith gets after it to find the denial.
Pass to Arenas. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Sharp. Philadelphia grabs the miss. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. It's Banchero with the drive. Here's Howard. Oh, he missed the layup. He had him with the pump fake. Sharp against Ball. Now Sharp. And so this one belongs to the Knicks. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And that about does it for the final game of the NBA regular season. For Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and
Coming right up, the Trailblazers. Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some... And you think about the future of this great league, certainly, Greg, some terrific young talent on display here tonight.
Yeah, and Kevin, who's got next? I mean, some gifted players here answering in the affirmative.
So the next starting 5. Johnson is out there with Ivy. Then it's Martin. Then there's Whiteside, and it's Battier in at the 3, the small forward. Ivy. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots, but on that occasion, it was few and far between.
Yeah, they had a hard time getting the looks they wanted on offense. And it's hard to get a win when that's the case.
And he's had his ups and downs from distance, but Jimmy Bucket's always aggressive, looking to score.
Johnson outside. Takes a 3. Battier cannot hit. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Trailblazers. It's a 3-point game. Outside, Sabonis. Over Martin. And that one goes long.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Johnson in the corner. Pass to Ivy. To the paint. And finished off by Martin.
And how about the explosive leaping ability by Martin? A big-time dunker who enjoys getting this close to the basket.
Now, here's Walker. 14 points from him the last game against Chicago. Sabonis kicks to Cousins. Cousins with a screen on Ivy. Just 5 on the clock. And there's DeMarcus Cousins on the assist by Walker.
Nice recognition from Walker there. Sizing up the defense and just making the right read.
Outside, Martin. Pass to Whiteside. Over Butler. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Outside Butler. Here's the floater. Rebounded by the Nets. This, of course, the first opportunity to play Portland this season.
And they were able to take the season series in that matchup last year. But overall, two teams that were very similar in the standings.
Martin with the screen for Battier. Hands it from downtown.
And Battier, a consistent threat from deep, has a great stroke from the outside.
Outside, Sabonis. Pass to Butler. Outside, Walker. Fires from way outside. And the rebound goes to Martin.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Johnson outside. Ivy against Walker. There's the three. And the Nets, another three.
And great use of the screen by Ivy. Picks off a defender and creates just enough space for that one.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. So both teams making some changes here. Here's Hayes. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, they get it again. Sabonis with the bucket.
Yes, Sabonis making good use of his height and hustle there, playing on top of the defenders.
Pass to Ivy. Martin with the screen for Ivy. No good on the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Let's now take a moment to view the league's leading rebounders. DeMarcus Cousins is second.
And you can't win games without rebounding the basketball. That's what has made him such an important part of what they do.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, that's already his second foul, and that puts the coach in a tough position.
Greg Oden, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Portland trailing here. Here's Hayes. Outside, Sabonis. Hayes up top. Ivy defending. Sabonis' screen on Matthews. Clock at 4. Butler, no good.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. And standing 6'9", Jaden McDaniels possessing tremendous length for a perimeter defender.
Yeah, Kevin, and he can really move his feet, too. Jaden McDaniels is clearly one of the best and most versatile perimeter defenders in the league.
And that's nice execution out of that two-man game as Ivy there dropping the dime.
Well, they're pass to Hayes. There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Bremer. It's good. This game is all even. Bremer's got 5 now.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
To the middle. It's tipped and stolen by Cousins. Outside, Sabonis. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Brooklyn making some changes. Bobby Portis comes in for Martin. And it's Johnson in for Ivy.
What's up? Shooting 1.
Nets trail by 3. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Johnson kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track. Disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
On defense, Portland. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Matthews. Goes back up. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Nets shooting their first free throws of the game.
Wesley Matthews. 2 shots.
Free throw, good. Matthews. And good on the second, so he makes them both. With 1 on the clock. That one no good. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Trailblazers out in front, leading by a point. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Yeah, look, and whether it's a point-blank putback or a kick-out for an open 3, offensive rebounds usually generate quality shots.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Bobby Portis out there with Matthews. And it's Oden. Then it's Johnson. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point guard position. Now here's Walker. Nothing on the board. Shot clock at 5. Love with the screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Walker's shot is off. Brooklyn trailing. Lobbed up there for Johnson. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down. And the NBA, right or wrong, Stan, has been called a copycat league before. If something works, it catches on quick. Is that a fair statement?
Well, I think it is to some degree, Kevin. Certainly, we all watch each other and learn from each other, and you're always looking to see what someone else does in their system that would fit into what you do, but you can never fully copy another team because the personnel is different.
Yeah, every roster is different, isn't it? And you've got to tailor things you want to do with what you've got.
That's exactly right. So if my personnel's not the same as yours, I might be able to take a little bit of what you do, but I can't take it wholesale.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 ranked player in high school, but a back injury changed things. He said, my potential may look different now, but as long as I can truly say with what I had, I gave it my all, that's all that success should be defined by. Kevin, he grounds himself in gratitude and the work he's put in.
Thanks, D.A. He is a worker and living the dream. And Portland making a change here. Porter's checked in. Shane Battier is checked in for the Nets. Martin comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. On defense, Brooklyn. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. And the three ball is good. Walker's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
Well, that basket by Walker, it shows you he's versatile at that point guard position, able to score off the pass.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Portland. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Martin's checked in. And Martin now top of the key. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Kemba Walker picks one up.
And Martin is an active shooter, which is why he gets defenders to overcommit like that.
And both free throws good for Martin. And Walker's got the ball here for Portland. Trailing by 2 to the left wing. Here's Hayes. Rebound, Brooklyn. Oden's got 5 rebounds tonight. Martin against Walker. Pass to Battier. Martin with the screen for Battier. Left side, Martin. Not enough on that one as it misses. Trailblazers have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Now here's Hayes, guarded closely. Walker with a clean look. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Last game for Brooklyn, it was a loss to the Pistons. Johnson dishes to Martin. Back to Johnson for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Johnson's got the lead up to 5 now for the Nets.
It took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Now here's Hayes, covered by Johnson. Shot's good by Walker.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Johnson. Last time out he had 13 points. Porter against Oden. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Martin. Shoots over Walker. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Martin's got the lead, back up to 5 now for the Nets. And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Ivy's checked in for the Nets. Morris comes in for Martin. With 1 game to go, let's take a look at how the final seeding will look in the East. You look at Brooklyn. Right now, they've acquired the second-best record in the conference. And checking out Portland, right now, quite a ways down below.
And seeing where Portland is, they had much bigger things in mind when the season started. They didn't think of themselves as a middle-of-the-road club, but right now, that's where they are.
Yeah, they wanted to accomplish more this season, but things haven't quite worked out. Some bad breaks along the way.
And that's the ball movement you're looking for, and Butler drills it.
Morris looking over the floor. Battier sets the pick for Morris. Out to Battier. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Battier's got 6.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Love with the screen on Ivy. Butler from outside. Rebounded by the Nets.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Morris outside. Now Ivy. He had 15 points last outing. Martin plays it up off the glass. He has 6.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Pass to Bremer. Butler against Ivy. Here's Bremer. Down low. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Yeah, dynamic finish by Cousins. Not a freak athlete, but he's a gamer for sure.
Martin the screen. Here's Morris. Missed inside. Shot and game clock separated by 5. It's stolen by Morris. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. Plays it in off the breakaway. Morris has got his first 2 points. 19 seconds left in the first half. Here's Bremer, covered by Morris. To the wing on the left. Here's Cousins, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Portland, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
At the line for 2. DeMarcus Cousins.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. And so DeMarcus Cousins nails both of them.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Nets lead by 5. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, David.
Thanks, Kevin. AD, you see how they're playing you in the first half. What's the adjustment going to be?
So, we got to come out with a great intensity, and it starts in warm-up. So, we got to come out with a great intensity, great mindset, and try to go out there and win the third quarter.
I have never heard anyone say it starts in warm-ups until now. Thanks, AD. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
We need a department store intercom. Attention all ballers, attention all ballers. We have a missing defense, paging the defense.
And looking ahead tonight, here are the upcoming games we're looking forward to. 7:30 Eastern for the tip-off in that one.
There's plenty on the line in this game. This establishes the pecking order.
Yeah, but it may just come down to which team gets hot. And I don't know which team that's going to be, but whatever team gets hot, watch out.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Look at Joe Johnson. He's really been playing well.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Sabonis is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Walker. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Butler in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
And Cousins, at his size, able to handle and finish like a guard. Very nimble in the pick and roll.
Nets passing it around. The fadeaway. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Ivy against Walker. Sabonis feeling it out a bit. Three-pointer, Butler. Oh, Butler draining the three. And Stan, we seem to be in the midst of a big man renaissance in the NBA. And I personally, I love it. So that being said, which of these big stars do you like the most?
Well, that's a tough question because there's so much talent and they're all different. You've got Embiid, who is unstoppable offensively. You've got Wembanyama with his combination of size and length, skill and agility. You've got guys who can shoot the ball. But the guy that combines the most of those things that I would take, Nikola Jokic.
Johnson, good.
And Johnson, just great touch from outside. Love how quick that release is.
Outside, Sabonis. Pass to Butler. Fires the three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Sabonis. Sabonis has got 3 assists now in this one. Johnson outside. And here's Ivy. Martin the screen. Ivy against Walker. Just 5 to shoot. The shot by Ivy, no good.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Walker the pass to Butler. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul. I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. For the lead, good for another field goal. Number 5 on the night, 5 for 10 shooting.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Here's a peek at the teams that have dominated defensively in the paint since the All-Star break. The 4th spot held by the Nets.
I mean, they've got the intimidation factor down low. Their shot blocking really gives them a reputation, and teams may grow reluctant to want to force the action inside.
Three minutes gone now in the third quarter. Inside. On the jam by Whiteside.
He just powered that
one of the game's top dunkers. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Now, here's Sabonis. He has 5. Pass to Butler. 6 to shoot. Lets it go from the wing. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Johnson, the pass to Ivy. Martin with a screen on Walker. Ivy against Walker. Back to Johnson. Lets it go with a 3. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Cousins has got 4 rebounds in this game. Ivy against Walker. Outside, Sabonis. Butler against Johnson. Here's Cousins. Off target with his 3.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
Outside, Martin. Pass to Whiteside. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. A different look now for Portland. Kevin Love's checked in for Cousins. Leitner comes in for Sabonis. And Hayes subbed in for Michael Porter. Then for the Nets, Greg Oden. He's checked in for Whiteside. Bobby Portis comes in for Kenyon Martin. And it's Matthews in for Shane Battier. Now, here's Ivy. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Here's Oden. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket. Oden's got his first bucket of the night.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And it's Hayes in the corner. Matthews with the steal. Here's Ivy. Good. Nice job down low. And now it's a three-point Nets lead.
And using that quickness to maneuver around the paint that time. What a play from Ivy.
Hayes with it. Matthews covering. Walker is screen on Matthews. Hayes, no good.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Back to Ivy. Stolen by Walker.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
Johnson down low, working on Walker. Outside Matthews. His three-pointer's off the mark. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. It's the Nets. They lead by 3. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Nets leading by 3. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. They've got Martin, Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Matthews. Then it's Oden, and it's Battier in at the 3 slot. Now, here is Battier. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Porter.
A simple rule, guys. Never foul a jump shooter like Battier. Normally, they are reliable at the free throw line.
And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from Battier. Trailblazers trail by 5. Pass to Hayes. Here's Bremer. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Here's Cousins. A beautiful reverse layup.
Got to try to keep Cousins out of the paint. Shoots a high percentage from there. Uses that big body to his advantage.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. With the drive. Banked in off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his first points of the night.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Love the pass to Cousins. Back to Love. Pass to Hayes. 5 to shoot. Here's Bremer. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Brooklyn leading by 5. Battier kicks to Matthews. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Oden a screen. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's guarded closely. Sinks that one from the post.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Both teams changing it up here. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Chauncey Billups coaching up his team during that break. He told us, guys, I need you all to come together right now on both ends. This game is not over, and you need to go out there and take control now. We'll see how it looks coming out of the timeout, guys.
All right, David, thanks. Now, here's Scott. Hey. From outside, off the mark. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Pass to Whiteside. Outside Matthews. Whiteside, a screen on Scott. Here's Matthews. And he uses the glass on the layup. Matthews has got the lead up to 9 now for Brooklyn.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Scott, the pass to Hayes. Portland, no good that time either.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
And here is Scott following the three from Wesley Matthews. Scott with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Hayes dishes to Porter. Sabonis kicks to Scott. Back to Sabonis. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Scott can't get it to go.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
To the middle. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Porter.
And this young man, a rising scorer who continues to improve. Gilgeous-Alexander may soon be the focal point of every opponent's scouting report.
Shoot 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Walker comes in for Hayes. Then for the Nets, Johnson, he's checked in for Battier. And Ivy subbed in for Wesley Matthews. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Cousins, the pass to Porter. Walker taking his time here. Driving the lane. No good again that time.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
And finished off by Martin.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Yeah, and to do it on the road, it shows how well prepared this team was coming into this contest.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And the Nets, they're going to change here. Battier's checked in. Here's Walker. Up top, Sabonis. Pass to Butler. Takes the 3. Good, and it's Sabonis with the assist that time. Sabonis has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Brooklyn. Ivy against Walker. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
The first thing people mention about Ivy is that explosiveness. The first step allows him to get downhill and really makes him effective in those ISO situations.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. And Ivy drops them both. We've got 1:48 left here in the fourth quarter. And Walker kicks to Cousins. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got 5 rebounds tonight. Battier down low, guarded by Porter. Pass to Ivy. It's back to Battier. It's Martin on the wing. 5 on the clock. Bangs home the trifecta. Martin's got 5 points in the quarter.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Nets.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10. And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Kenyon Martin.
And he found a way to leave his mark on every facet of the game. His activity and energy were huge factors.
Here's Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler. 35 seconds left in the fourth. Johnson against Butler. Pass to Ivy. Martin with a screen on Walker. Here's Ivy. No good from outside. Cousins finds Walker. So it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building would...
The buzz is building from the sports-crazed town of Boston, Massachusetts. The Nuggets taking on the Celtics. For Denver, a win here. All right, everyone. Greeting. Well, it's fair to say we can expect a bruising battle between these two, Grant.
Yeah, these are two teams that dare you to bring the ball at them. They both feast on the defensive side, so don't expect any scoring records broken in this one.
Now Denver's starting 5. They've got Lonzo Ball. Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with OG Anunoby. Then there's Kobe Bryant, and it's Garnett in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Brogdon, the pass to James. No good on the 3. And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for Denver, and this is their first time matched up with the Celtics this year.
And this is a matchup they expect to win. Certainly, last year they were the stronger ball club.
Yeah, and very tough to beat when they're playing up to their capabilities. That's why they're one of the top teams in the league.
Down low. Goes back up. Tips it up. Great positioning on the putback.
Now that takes a skillful touch.
Yeah, excellent control to just ease the ball back up and in.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Bryant. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist.
Now, that's too easy for Kobe. The closer he gets, the more dangerous he becomes.
Outside Simmons. Back to Brogdon. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Boston shooting their first free throws of the night. First one falls for him.
Well, I love the leadership of Brogdon. Always hard at work for his team. He's facilitating, communicating, providing offensive energy and direction. Love what this guy brings to the court.
And here's Bryant outside. Nails it from 3. Bryant's got 5 now.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Okoro outside. Fires from deep. Counted from distance.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Bryant. And another basket for Denver.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
Pass to James. And again, Boston with the triple.
Not the guy you want to give three-point opportunities to. LeBron doesn't hesitate to take these shots and knock them down.
Antetokounmpo, that's good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Ball with it. Now guarded by Brogdon. Tipped.
One of the things you just love and respect and admire about Brogdon, he just makes plays that help his team.
Okoro passes to Brogdon. Outside Simmons. And the layup is good off the glass.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Now a timeout called by Denver. The Celtics making a switch here. Burks has checked in. Turner, he's checked in for Denver. The Nuggets have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Pass to Garnett. And here's Bryant outside. James with the rebound. And so it's James with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. Coming into this, having notched to win against the Lakers in their last game.
And it wasn't just their starters putting in work. Their backups were real spark plugs on offense.
Absolutely, especially on the road when you need those guys off the bench to up the ante.
Denver has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Bryant, the pass to Turner. Yes, sir, and it's Bryant picking up the assist.
Confident in the paint, Turner knows he can cash in from this area.
Boston trailing. James outside. Brogdon against Ball. Here's James. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. James has got 5.
From mid-range, LeBron really dialed in. You can't think you're safe giving him those shots.
And here's Bryant outside. On target from range.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Outside Simmons. On the take. Second chance effort. Rebound by the Nuggets.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
And that one's good. Bryant.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
A minute 22 left in the first quarter. The shot by James, no good.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Wing shot on the way. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. 15 points in the game.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
And there's James from the arc. And he misses. Only 2 for 6.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Pass to Garnett. Antetokounmpo against James. Here's Bryant. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Celtics trail by 8. Right side, Simmons. Brogdon. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. Denver's gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. Bryant, no good. Boston has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Simmons against Ball. Now Simmons. To the middle. Here's O'Neal. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And it's all Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the Nuggets here in this one?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
Alec Burks is out there with Walker. Then it's Cason Wallace. Then it's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Gasol in at the 5. That's the Boston 5. The Nuggets lead by 4. Pass to Fareed. Here's Christie. Takes a 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
The Celtics shooting around 44%. Not bad. Wallace, the pass to Walker. Now Gasol. Turner covers. The fadeaway. Gasol misses.
I think in that situation, that was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
Pass to Fareed. Here's Moutier. Ball passes to Moutier. Now here's Turner. 4 on the clock. No luck on that one. Some solid defense from Gasol. Now here's Brogdon. The D's right on him. Wallace outside. Inside. Here's Walker.
Hey, the terrific instincts and timing that Fareed has, coupled with his reach, that lets him block a lot of shots.
Christie passes to Moutier. Here's Fareed. No points yet. Here's Christie. Ooh, excellent D there from Burks.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And this game could be meaningful for both teams, Clark, in terms of playoff position.
I think you're right, and that's why I expect a real heated battle. I mean, no team wants to back into the playoffs. You want to come in on an uptick and playing good basketball.
Simmons is checked in for Boston. Okoro comes in for Burks. Giannis Antetokounmpo is checked in for the Nuggets. OG Anunoby comes in for Moutier. Here's Christie. Watched by Wallace. Ball against Brogdon. The rebound by Ben Simmons.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Pass to Brogdon. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Back to Simmons. Gasol, the screen. Down low. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. Simmons has got 3 assists now in this one. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. It's a 5-point game. Antetokounmpo outside. Ball passes to Antetokounmpo. Drilled drills the elbow jumper. Antetokounmpo has got his second basket of the game.
Love that from Antetokounmpo. No hesitation.
Outside Simmons. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's his first trip to the line, and he drops it first. A different look for Denver. Bryant, he's checked in for Christie, and it's Moutier in for Ball. And both free throws good for Simmons.
It can help a big man's game to hit those free throws. It keeps the defense from getting too aggressive.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, BA, the Denver Nuggets are building for the long haul. Their philosophy has been to draft polished prospects and then develop them into contributors. They look for 4 qualities: basketball IQ, character, positional size, and absence of skill deficiencies. Brian, the track record has been strong.
It really has.
Oh, hey, how about big that? Big time right there. Big time. You really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
George, he's checked in for Boston. The Nuggets lead by 4. Antetokounmpo outside. Pass to Farid. Outside Anunoby. And Gasol with the block.
Great wingspan in use that time from Pau Gasol. Did a nice job affecting that shot.
George passes to Simmons. George, a screen on Antetokounmpo. Here's Simmons. And he comes up with a bucket. Simmons has got 7 now in this quarter.
He's turned it on here in the second quarter, getting his offensive game on track.
Timeout called. The Nuggets outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Knicks.
It was poor efficiency scoring the ball. They needed too many attempts to get their points.
Yeah, and I think they just seem to be a page behind, a step slower out there all game.
And the Celtics making a change here. Burks is checked in. Pass to Moutier. Back to Bryant. Over Okoro. Bryant, no good.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Simmons against Antetokounmpo. Shot from 16. The bank shot, no good. The Nuggets have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. It's stolen by James. Pass to Burks. Back to James. Physical play by LeBron inside.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And here's Bryant outside. And another miss by Denver.
In the first quarter, he was killing them from outside. But he can't get it going here.
Back to James. Launches it. There! LeBron for 3.
I guess the defense was not expecting the quick release. LeBron can get it up and down in a hurry, though.
Bryant outside. Shot clock at 5. To stop the run, and then Bryant with the dunk.
He knew he had to take it up strong. David dunking on Goliath.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Celtics out in front, up 1. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court jump. Too bad. Let's hear it for our contestants.
You know what I was just thinking about, fellas? The NBA has lots of bright lights, maybe too bright for some. And as we review this first half for the Celtics, still anybody's game.
Even before the game started, you could feel the energy in this.
Thanks for tuning in.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. And so it's Brogdon who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. They lead by 1 on the court for Denver. Lonzo Ball is out there with Kobe Bryant. Then it's Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Garnett in at the 5. Ball passes to Antetokounmpo. Here's Bryant, plenty of space. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. Bryant's got 21.
Kobe Bryant, so hard to slow down. What a gifted offensive player.
Okoro outside, three-pointer. And that one's good. Okoro for 3. And the Celtics lead by 2.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Denver's got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Ball passes to Antetokounmpo for 3. The rebound, Celtics. O'Neal's got 5 rebounds tonight. Antetokounmpo against Simmons. Okoro outside. 5 to shoot. Here's James. Oh, the bucket's good, and he'll have a chance at one more. They pinned that one on Giannis Antetokounmpo. Well, Clark, playing time is so difficult to come by. So what's the best way to stay ready if you're on the end of the bench?
Yeah, that's a good question, B. I never experienced that as a starter in the short career that I had in the NBA. With all the travel, I think you just got to make a commitment to get in the extra work between the few practices that you have. So it's really being self-motivated as an individual to be professional and anticipate that you're going to be ready if your number's called.
Simmons looking around. Back to James. Pass to O'Neal. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. They pin that one on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He does not look very comfortable at the line. This very well could be Shaquille O'Neal's kryptonite.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Nuggets trail by 6. Bryant outside. And he's going for the lob.
Sees his man, threads the pass inside. Excellent teamwork.
Boston has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Pass to Simmons. To the inside. Yes, sir! LeBron James!
Superb timing by LeBron on that alley-oop.
Now a timeout called by Denver. And time for us to look in at the best three-point shooting teams in the second half of the season. Number 5, the Nuggets.
As the season has gone on, the ball has gone in more and more. You like the trend. They're in a terrific rhythm offensively.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Bryant. Over James. Rejected by James.
Love the defense from James. When he's engaged and focused, he can block some shots, folks.
Brogdon finds James. Basket is good on the assist from Brogdon. Brogdon's got 4 assists now tonight.
He is the story for them offensively and a big reason why they're ahead.
Pass to Bryant. Takes a 3. Knocks down the long J. Bryant's got 24 points.
Looking to find the rhythm he had in the first half. That's now his 4th three-pointer of the game.
Back to Brogdon. And he can't get that one. Excellent D there from Bryant. Takes it inside. And then Bryant with the dunk.
Boy, Kobe wanted to dish out some pain with that one. He put some hurt on the rack there.
Boston leading by 4. James outside. Over Antetokounmpo. James can't get it to go.
Great defensive effort to lock down the paint.
Impressive work protecting the basket. He held his ground nicely on that one.
Simmons, the pass to James. That one doesn't drop.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Anunoby against Simmons. Anunoby passes to Bryant. Rebound Boston. Simmons has got his 4th rebound in this one. And there's James from the arc. It's hauled in by Garnett. Garnett's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Bryant. Soft touch off the glass. 28 points for him.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunity.
Wallace, he's checked in for Okoro. And Denver with a change here, too. Turner's checked in. Right side, Simmons. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
When he gets aggressive shooting, and I think Simmons is at his best when he's attacking and being aggressive, earns a trip to the line there as a result.
And both free throws good for Simmons.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Pass to Turner. Excellent D there from O'Neal. Boston leading by 4. Brogdon feeling it out a bit. Oh, deflected. The kick out to Simmons. James outside. Screen by O'Neal. Fires from deep. Denver grabs the miss. Bryant outside. Pass to Ball. James against Antetokounmpo. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant 1. Unnecessary contact.
He might be lucky just to get a flagrant 1 there. Lots of contact on that play, and the officials could have gone with a more severe call.
Well, he better be on his best behavior from this point forward. 1 more flagrant of any kind, and he's out of this game. He does not get the second one.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with, a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him, an attitude of joy and unselfishness.
Pass to Ball. Here's Fareed. Checked by Gasol. Here's Christie. And again, it's Denver missing. Celtics lead by 3. Outside Brogdon. To the middle. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Ball passes to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Christie. Now here's Turner. He's covered by Reeves. Over to the wing. Got it off in time, and they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
Substitution on the court.
Points coming in bunches as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. It's been a good one. It's the Celtics leading by 5. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the 4th quarter could have more action in store for us. They've got Alec Burks. Okoro is out there with Ben Simmons. Then it's Cason Wallace, and it's Gasol in at the center position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
Man, I love how Simmons sets the floor up. So good at spotting his teammates for high-quality shots.
To the paint. Here's Moutier. And slammed it home, and a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's on Cason Wallace.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Gasol, the screen. And Simmons, here we go.
Yeah, the way that Simmons handles the ball at almost 7 feet, it's pretty much impossible to defend.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Boston?
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
Boy, they showed no hesitation on the mid-range game as well. I thought that was really a big key for them.
Antetokounmpo, outside. Outside Anunoby. Here's Moutier. Out to the right wing. Just 4 to shoot. Fires it from 18. Anunoby can't get it to go.
Great defense. Can't let guys get open looks inside the arc.
And he lobs it up top. Okoro, no good.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
And Simmons has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. Gasol, a screen on Antetokounmpo. Here's Simmons. Pass to Gasol. 6 on the shot clock. And Turner with the block.
Oh, these arms of Turner just go on forever. I mean, which is part of the reason he's able to rack up the block shots that he does. And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Moutier, that's good.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Simmons up top. Out to the right wing. Here's Gasol. Ooh, excellent D there from Turner. Nuggets trail by 3. Here's Antetokounmpo. Turner, a screen on Burks. Pass to Turner. Here's Antetokounmpo. Boston with a rebound. Simmons has got 8 rebounds in the game. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot 1 more at the line. And Boston with some changes. O'Neal, he's checked in for Gasol. James comes in for Burks. And Malcolm Brogdon is subbed in for Wallace. Denver has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Antetokounmpo outside. And here's Bryant outside. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Bryant's got 12 points here in the second half.
He's really picked up where he left off in the first.
Outside Simmons. Brogdon with a screen on Antetokounmpo. Simmons, the pass to Okoro. Brogdon against Ball. Launches a 3. And it's Brogdon missing. Nuggets trail by 3. Ball with it. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Bryant. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
You expect he's going to find a way to pull through in the clutch.
Now here's Simmons. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter here. And they recover it. Outside Brogdon. From outside the arc. From deep. Brogdon.
Huge shot for Brogdon when they need it most. Teams love a player that reliably knocks it down.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Denver's head coach was saying to the team. He laid into the team about being over-aggressive. He said, quote, "You're letting them get to the line as much as they want. We've got to dial back some of the physicality because it's getting us in trouble. Guys, let's see if they can ease up here."
Allie, thank you. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Bryant inside. Simmons defending.
Much respect for Kobe. Defense got over anxious there.
And no good as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that brings them within 2 here.
They've got to play good defense here. That trip to the line helped and hurt.
Katapusan against Simmons. To the middle. Here's O'Neal, and he dunks it down.
They know the big man will knock down the shot. That's why in Shaq they trust.
Bryant, left side. It's stolen. James against Anunoby. O'Neal passes to Simmons. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Back to O'Neal. And stolen by Katapusan. And here we go. The Nuggets on the fast break. Count it!
Clutch bucket from Kevin Garnett. He wants the ball in these big-time situations.
So it's all come down to this.
It's really that time where your leaders must step up.
James outside. Simmons against Katapusan. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. Here's Bryant. Pass to Garnett. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
And an intentional foul right there. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 4-point ball game.
All but over now. Those free throws help seal the deal.
Now a timeout called by Denver. They trail by 4. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
So it's a narrow victory for the Celtics, pulling it out for the W. This one was in the balance right until the final.
Ivy.